First, I want to say that my original intro to this speech relied pretty heavily on the fact that it is always, always broiling hot outside at graduation. But I checked the weather report this morning, and it's not. So I went to my plan B, which is, of course, to make fun of the canopy. But unfortunately, Michael O'Shea, our Class D speaker, he made a hilarious joke about the canopy yesterday. So I had no plan C, so here we are. All jokes aside, not really, there's a lot more jokes. It was difficult for me to pick some kind of resounding message to deliver to all of you. Most of us have already had our minds blown during our time here by our professors, our classes, conversations with our fellow students. Through academics and the passions we've pursued during our time here, we've been able to start figuring out which ideas work for us. Which people have said and written exactly the right things? Which philosophies help us focus our lenses on the world? How to synthesize information so that we can present it in an educated and educational way. But I gotta tell you something, y'all. For some reason, all those abstract concepts are totally failing me right now. I don't think any one of us could write one more page of thesis right now if you asked us to. Which I don't know why you would, because it's kind of our big day. So the thing is, I don't have any frame of reference for how this moment feels. There's no getting around the fact that this is one of the standout days of our entire lives, and it's huge. Which brings me to the theme of this speech, which I think will really speak to all of you and do justice to this highly significant day. That theme is intense, crippling, constant, all-encompassing fear. You know, like complete terror, like the kind that's born out of that awful question, so what's your plan? Oh, you got a job? That's great. What does it pay? What's the cost of living in that city? It's an internship? What does that mean? Well, you do. Does that look good on a resume? How can you start grad school so soon? You're gonna get a master's, a PhD? What are you gonna do with that? Wow, you're gonna travel? Got a grant? For what? They're paying you to study that? Take time off while you're young, right? What's your 5-year plan? What's your plan? What's your plan? What did you do in the last 4 years that's gonna secure your future? I'm not trying to freak you out. I know that anybody who grills me or any of us about our entire lives from this point forward is just interested in our progress. Whoever asks you these questions is proud of you, thinks that you're smart and capable, and is curious to see where somebody like you is going to go in life. The class of 2011 is truly a remarkable group of people. The things that we do are awesome. Today is a day to recognize what we do. But that's where the fear starts to set in. When you start to get consumed by doing, by wanting to map out all your next steps, by reviewing your resume, thinking about what's next. I know I can't get away from it. When I was considering what I should say today, I called my mom for advice. Because, you know, she's always telling me that I'm wonderful just the way I am, you know, don't worry. So I get her on the phone, and she says, you know what I was thinking about with your speech? You never know who's watching. And I'm like, yeah, I know, there's like 3,000 people here, and I'm pretty sure I'm being webcast, so that's pressure enough. And she goes, yeah, but you know, out in that crowd, there could be a Fortune 500 CEO, and he could say to himself, gee, I should give her a job. Everything is networking. And, you know, she's right. You know, any second, you could score the right opportunity. But for some reason, I think that brings more anxiety than confidence. You may have felt during these last couple of weeks that you don't know how to define the many feelings you're having, except that they're neatly wrapped in a ribbon of general uneasiness. Today, the only thing I'm interested in talking about is not what we've done at Pomona, but who we are. I want to address a different kind of fear. The kind you get when you look in the mirror and you realize that you are older than when you first got here. That you have changed and that it's irreversible. That the process of becoming the future you, the adult that you always imagined, it's already started without you noticing. I feel that, and I'm pretty sure that you feel it too. 4 years feels like a big chunk of our lives, and college has been jam-packed with stuff, but when it's time to let it go, to grow past it, it feels like it could have been nothing but a dream. Collectively, we have done everything imaginable to leave a mark on this campus, but today we are transient. We're leaving. A horde of first years will soon be stampeding the halls and occupying all the spaces where we made significant memories. For me, at least, it's extremely difficult to imagine somebody else just starting their journey at Pomona. I kind of hate the fact that somebody else is going to be sleeping in my bed and eating in my dining hall and using my shower. I hope that they never figure out that you can only get hot water when you turn the dial to cold. I'm sad that we all made a home here, and it's time to move on. I look around at all of you, and I see dozens of little families, groups of friends that have been there for each other since those first few severely awkward days. We have really built something together, and we are inextricably tied to each other. We didn't just go to college, we are college. This physical place will remain standing, but Pomona for us is a collection of 395 individual experiences. It was one long, glorious moment, and it ends this morning. That's why today I hope you choose not to look forward or to step backwards, but to be here. 4 years just went by, and it felt like 4 days, and no matter what you do in the future, this feeling will come over you again. You will enter a new job or grad school, and eventually things will change. You'll have to move or make new friends. You'll have to accept the end again and again and again. But every time from this day forward that you prepare yourself to sever ties with a place or people, I hope that you will remember that your life is not a series of start and end dates and locations and references. Please keep with you the fact that it does not matter what you do or where you're going, but how you feel when you get there. How excited or satisfied or happy you get when you answer those questions about the next step. Who your friends are. Who really knows you here, and who you wish you would have gotten to know. All the emotions that you can't capture about Pomona, about the people you love, about graduating, the fear, those things are of paramount importance. They are the only things that we'll take with us. How your future plays out is completely dependent on you looking inwards. Be honest with yourself with every choice you make about every next step. It is a trap to worry about impressing others. We have the education and the skills to keep on climbing up that ladder. Climb as you will, but make a home wherever you end up. Time doesn't pass, we pass. And sharing yourself with others is the only way to make every day real. Pomona is over, but that is still a beautiful thing because we lived it. We were present, and there is no greater achievement. With the highest respect, I wish the best for all of you. More success and more memories, more of your youth, more good days are just around the corner. Don't be afraid. Thank you and congratulations.